Good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome to Monday. It is June 27th. Hope you all had a great weekend. As we had a great day Friday, we'll talk about that and more when Scotty joins us here in just a few moments. Before we do that, though, don't forget that there's only one thing that any of us can really control when it comes to our investments, and that's how much risk you have. If you don't know how much risk you have in your portfolio, you don't know if you're on the right track or not. Give us a call at 863-382-0037 to schedule your core retirement design phone consultation. We'll make sure you're on the right path to the retirement you always dreamed of. With that, Scotty's up next.
Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
105.7 The Highlands, Light FM. Hey, there's an old saying, right? Girls just want to have fun, and Cindy Lauper is going to tell us all about that here in just a little bit. It's 8:39. Phillip's on the line. Hey, that rhymed. Let's go to Statler Financial Services in Sebring. Good morning, Phillip. How are you?
Good morning, Scotty. You're just off on a big roll this morning, aren't you?
I'm a poet and don't know it. What can I tell you?
Hey, man, I hope you had a great weekend.
Yeah, I did. I sure did. We had a really good weekend. The family's good. And how you doing?
Doing good, man. We got together with the family and had a little mini family reunion this weekend. So that was always good to catch up with some family. So
Sure.
Good things there. And hey, Friday was not a bad day either when we look at what happened on the stock market. I mean,
That's
it
right.
really ended up being a pretty good day. If I can find my right spot to go to. Here we go. So
Okay.
we had
Yep.
everything was up substantially. I mean, the Dow was the least of all. It was only up about 2.7%, $823. It closed at 31.5. Pretty good jump back up for them. The S&P 500 up a little over 3%. That's $116. It's trying to get back to 4,000. Scotty is at 39.11. And then the NASDAQ up 3.3%, $375, up to 11,607. So everything had a great day on Friday. The question always is, after the weekend, can we continue that going forward? And of course, we always have to wait and see. We've had some economic news come out that could impact what we're seeing there on the futures. We did have durable goods orders come out, as well as capital good orders, and those were some surprise numbers. Durable goods were expected to come in at only a 0.2% increase. It actually came in up 0.7% for the month of May. A pretty big increase over even the previous month. And the core capital goods up 0.5%. There was no really forecasted amount there, but it was the month before it was up 0.3%. So I'm afraid, though, that Scotty, it looks like this is going to be a case of good news, maybe bad news.
Okay.
As far as what the stock market is looking at right now, because I'm looking here and I'm seeing a couple things that are not what I originally expected.
Okay.
Because when I first got up and started looking at the markets were pretty green. I mean, the Dow was up almost $70 to $80. And so everything was relatively looking good. When these numbers originally came out, they fell drastically, not to the red, but almost. I mean, I think the Dow got down to like $7 up. It is trying to climb back up right now. It's up about 0.1% right now. But it did give me some concern that maybe the news that we did get, though it's good news. I mean, for durable goods orders to increase means that there's a need for inventory.
Right.
And so that looked like good news to me. But again, the markets fell off. Not sure why exactly. In other words, they could be thinking the Fed may think this is heating up again and may increase more than expected interest rates. So
right.
The other thing we have coming out, it's not out yet. It comes out at 10 o'clock this morning. We have pending home sales, and they're expected to decline about 0.4%. We'll have to talk about that tomorrow morning to see what that number ends up looking like. But I did see an article that over the weekend, it said that home showings across the U.S., realtors showing homes, was down 24% from the same time last year.
Really? Okay.
That's a pretty big decline, and it's happening across all areas of the United States. They kind of broke it down for me here that what that looked like. We had the Northwest sector has been the worst. The home showings there fell by 55%. The Midwest fell by 29%. The West fell by 27%. And the South was the best. It only fell by 14%. Okay. So we're obviously not feeling it as bad. And we talk about that a lot, that our area is a little bit insulated right now from this real estate issue, just because of our location. And we've got so many people coming in, not only from the north retiring down here, but we also have folks from South Florida tired of the hustle and bustle, and they're retiring, right. They're moving up. So we're getting it from kind of all different directions right now, which is good for us in the housing market right now. So that's kind of what the housing market's looking like. There's really no earnings to talk about. Everything we do have, Nike will come out after the close today, so that'll be a big name to talk about tomorrow morning. We did get a little bit of news from Spirit Airline. Spirit Airline had been entertaining a couple of takeover bids, one from Frontier Group and one from JetBlue. They decided over the weekend that they are going to take Frontier Group's takeover bid. It's about $1 billion less than JetBlue's, and so there's some concern there. But their reasoning is that they think that they'll have a hard time trying to get through the regulatory environment of combining with JetBlue. They think the regulators won't approve it.
I see. Okay.
And so they're taking Frontier. They feel like Frontier has a better overall chance of going through. And so that's, we've been talking about Spirit and what they're trying to do here for a while now. Now they are down about 6% right now. I think a lot of people had bid that stock up thinking that they would go with the JetBlue deal. And so they're going to lose out, it looks like, from that standpoint. Right. In news, it's really about all we have in terms of overall news. I thought we'd maybe look at the economic calendar before we go, see what all's coming up this week, because we do have a few things. We have consumer confidence will come out after you and I talk tomorrow. But the big thing coming out is Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the gross domestic product, the final revision for the first quarter. It's expected to stay the same, and that's minus 1.5% growth. So it means we're losing ground. So we'll look at that. And of course, Thursday is Jobs Day, as well as core inflation. That we'll talk about that, as well as real disposable income and consumer spending. So we do have some things coming out right at the end of the quarter here, coming up real soon. Okay. So as we get ready to head into this Monday, we do have the stocks slightly to the green. The NASDAQ, the Dow 30 up a little over 0.1%. S&P 500 is up almost 0.25%, as well as the NASDAQ 100 up about 0.25%. Commodities, silver's up 1.1, gold's up about 0.1%, crude oil is up about 0.25%, 107.89 a barrel right now, which is about in line with where it was on Friday, Scotty. So that's where we're going to start the week, and we'll see what happens as we get through this week and how we end up the day. For further information, if we can help you in any way, we developed our core retirement design to help people design the retirement they always dreamed of. Give us a call at 863-382-0037 to schedule your core retirement design. And then join us this weekend for the Statler Financial Radio Show, 6 a.m. and noon on Saturday, 10 a.m. Sunday morning on Highlands News Talk 730 and 95.3 FM.
Always a pleasure. Well done as always. Hey, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Phillip.
All right, man. Have a great day.
You too, buddy. There's Phillip Statler, Statler Financial Services, 382-0037.
Hey, folks, again, I want to thank you for joining us. It is Monday. I hope that your week is off to a great start, and we will talk to you again tomorrow morning. Until then, have a great day.